To other people, this might be a play to them, but to Olori Tobi, this is no play to her at all. Because what Tobi is doing now, she's doing every single thing within her power to make sure that she returns back into the palace. That is what Tobi is doing. Tobi is doing every single thing humanly possible to make sure that every single opportunity she gets, every room she gets, every chance she sees, she is back into the palace. And you see, as the whole matter is on ground right now, as every single thing is panning out in one way or the other right now, it is of course a thing that all of us are going to learn from, because Olori Tobi now is still going after the Ooni's father. Now remember that Tobi once dragged Ooni's father vehemently for not supporting her when the Ooni gave her the room to stay out of the palace, because Tobi came out that Ooni was is not romantic, Ooni is not having her time, Ooni is not giving her attention, she wanted a break. That was what Tobi requested for. And responding to Tobi's request, the Ooni said, fine, since you want a break, take a break. And Tobi took her break, and the next thing we heard is just a history. How Tobi stayed out of the palace, later came back with pregnancy. And since Tobi returned with pregnancy in the palace, it has been one gbas onto another. That is what we have been hearing. So right now, as the whole matter is on ground right now, my people, it is indeed something to look into, because Tobi is going after Ooni's father again. Why? Because she feels Ooni's father has a say in whatsoever is happening in Ooni's life. So Ooni's father is the best person she can hold on to. Remember, Tobi did this thing some time back, and the Ooni had to call her and tell her that you cannot wake up in a day and then claim to be so wise. Yes, I know you too well, Tobi. You cannot wake up in a day and then claim to be so wise, because every of your thing is planned. Every of your thing is calculated. Every of your thing is strategic. I know you, Tobi. They won't even have to tell her. At some point she wanted to use the elders to her leverage. She wanted to use the elders so that she could get away with whatsoever was happening in the palace. And then, a lot and a lot of things. Every day, Tobi keeps proving to us how smart of a person she is. But this time around, she's choosing to go after the Ooni's father. Now, this is the cocoa on ground. The cocoa on ground is the Ooni's father supports who he chooses to support. And over time, we heard of how Ooni's father was beginning to have issues with his son due to due to the fact that the son was taking in wives and the wives were not yielding results. Now remember, the reason to why the Ooni was allowed to get married to many wives was for a fact that the Ooni could have so many children. Now when Ooni got married to this many wives, perhaps he made a mistake in getting married to the right ones. Yes, he made a mistake of getting married to the right ones, so he ended up marrying the wrong ones. Yes, let's just put it that way. He ended up getting married to the wrong women, because the oldest man in Ile-Ife even said that it is so unfortunate to only got married to beautiful women that lack character. All of them lack manners and character. Today they will bring something so huge, tomorrow they will bring another one, the next day they are bringing another one, and to them it is a routine, to them it is an activity, to them it is something they ought to do on daily basis. So now Ooni's father was beginning to have a little bit of issues with him because of the wives he chose to marry. And from that day we saw that it caused a division, it caused a serious division between Ooni and his father. And that didn't end so well, because everybody who was looking onto these people, everybody who was submitting to this rulership began to say that what exactly is happening, like Kiloshe, what is happening? Because when there is beginning to be a division in the rulership, then what should the members who are subject to this rulership do? So the Ooni's father now later decided that, okay, instead of me having an issue with my son, then it is better I watch him do what he feels he wants to do. And from that moment henceforth, Ooni's father began watching what his son wanted, and he discovered that his son just wanted a peaceful life. That is it. But very, very unfortunate, he got married to the wrong wives that will give him that peaceful life he seeked. So from that point henceforth, all we kept on seeing was on top another. So on his father supporting Olori Naomi, it is not necessarily that because Olori Naomi is a prophetess, Olori Naomi has Tedenikawo. No, that is not the reason to why on his father is supporting Olori Naomi in any way. Oni's father support who is respecting the person's self. That is what we have come to know about this man over time. This man is a very respectable man, and what he expects of the palace is growth, and what he wants to see in the palace day after day is that point to which all his sons' wives will wake up one day and they will point hands at them and say that these women are good women. Oh, they are very, very good women. When you have them in your home, go and marry their daughter, their mothers are good, all of those things. And the end of it is not what anybody is saying. So on his father choosing to support Olori Naomi, it is entirely a decision he made, because Olori Naomi is a good person. If you want to judge right, she is a good person, and all of us can attest to that fact that Naomi is a good person. But then, judging from realities, Olori Tobi feels it is wrong for Ooni's father to vehemently support Olori Naomi. So what she now has to say is this, that Ooni's father is a partial father-in-law who chooses who to support. Yes, he is a partial father-in-law who chooses who to support, and she's not finding it likely. Tobi has dragged Ooni's father for this before, and she's doing it again. We don't know to what end she would get with it. But let's see how well this will play out for her. Because you see Ooni's father, very, very respectable man. He doesn't like chaos. He doesn't like getting involved in things that does not concern him. He doesn't like any single thing that will bring basketballs to him. He is just one man who respects himself, and no matter what happens, he loves being on his lane. That is who Ooni's father is. And as long as this matter continue, no matter how these things get, trust me, my people, we will all come to that point of realization that Ooni's father is not being a partial father-in-law. Yes, he is not. He is just being the father-in-law that he is meant to be. That is just the truth. That man is just being the father-in-law that he is meant to be. But at the end, these women will tell you this, they will tell you that, and every single thing will blend so well. Now Tobi is out calling him a partial father-in-law, the one who supports who he's benefiting from. We don't know how true what she's saying is, because the state of the palace now, we cannot deny any single thing. Neither are we going to accept any single thing. The thing is, when the truth boils out, all of us will hear it.